Alex Orlando with the Wolfpack Show. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 1. With me, as usual, is my lovely co-host.
I'm Norma. Nice to see y'all.
And we have Mentor Minute host, Mr.
Jonathan, glad to be back.
Ruiz. No. Okay, so episode 1 is finally here, guys. We want to thank you first and foremost for all the support we've gotten while we were gone. We took a little bit of a break because obviously we want to start a new series, new season. But we want to thank you for all the messages we've received, all the phone calls asking when the Wolfpack Show is coming on. It's here now, so don't forget to share it with your family and your friends. We've got a great episode today. Today is red flag, green flag. We're going to be discussing scenarios that we've all been in or we've heard about that kind of will tell you, is it a red flag or is it a green flag? And we all get to share our opinions.
I know. I'm excited because, we all have different scenarios, different stories, but it's also different opinions.
Well, I know that my red flag's going to get a lot of use today.
Oh,
I already told Elsa, I red flag everything.
I think you need a backup flag just to be on the safe side. There you go.
Thank you.
He needs to.
And if anything happens, I've got this other flag.
Why? Because I'm just a green pass?
Here, let me just give you a green flag from mine because I probably won't even use it. Just kidding. Okay, so here we go. What is red flag, green flag? We're going to explain the rules to you guys so you guys know what it is. Okay, first of all, we're going to explain a scenario like driving a pink car. Okay, you're going to say red flag, green flag. You're going to hold up your little flag and you're going to tell me what is that to you. Is that a red flag or is that a green flag? Red flag. Obviously, Jonathan's going to say that's a green flag because he loves the pink cars and he rides in pink cars all the time. Anyways, okay, so here we go. Ready? Okay, here's my first scenario. All right. Having social media. Okay. Most people we know have social media, ourselves included. I'm not saying that social media is bad or not. I'm just presenting it to the panel, and I'm saying, is having a social media or not having a social media a red flag or a green flag? Norma, you go first.
Ay, Dios mío. I can't be... Oh, I just have to say green flag because everybody has one. Mm-hmm. It's just being responsible and respectful with your social media.
Okay, so if he doesn't have, I'm gonna say he because you're a she, right?
Right.
If he doesn't have a social media, is that a red flag or a green flag?
Oh, that's a green flag for me. Yes.
You gotta hold up your green flag.
Green flag for me.
They don't know.
Because you know what? Then that to me tells me that he has other things that are very important, which is not social media. It is, where does he, but then you start open a lot of other questions like, okay, why doesn't he have a social media?
See? Okay.
So it's a red flag and a green flag.
No.
I know no yellow flag.
Either
no
yes
yellow.
or no. Red flag, green flag.
For me, if they don't have one, it would be a green flag.
Okay.
Green flag.
Green flag. Okay, for her.
For me.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Jonathan, it's going to take us a bit to get adjusted, but we're going to get there for you. Okay, Jonathan, if the female that you're pretend making relationship with, because we know you're in a relationship, if she doesn't have a social media account, red flag, green flag, she doesn't have it.
If she doesn't, I'll say green flag.
Okay, why?
Because, she doesn't have to post anything. She doesn't have to know that we're together. Pretty much keep it as a secret instead of...
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So you like secrets? You don't want to be out there on social media?
Not just that. It's just... it's not a secret. It's just...
Watch him. He's trying to get out of this one. Okay.
No,
Okay, I get it. I'm messing with him. But
trying to defend him here.
Yeah. Norma's sitting in the middle because she keeps us from going at it every single day. Wait a minute. That doesn't sound right. Red flag. Going at it with Jonathan, red flag. Or is it a green flag? It depends. No, okay, no, just kidding. Okay, for me, not having a social media, shoot, there is no yellow, which the ladies try to make a yellow little gray area. I say green flag because, again, one of my pet peeves is when someone, again, like you said, spends too much time on social media. It's obvious that I've always said this. If you're spending too much time on social media or on anything, something else is going to be struggling or failing, right? Either your relationship is failing or your lack thereof. You're not able to find a relationship, or maybe your kids are out there playing in the backyard, or maybe they're connected to their phone all day long too, because all you're doing is giving social media your attention, right? So to me, again, it's a green flag. If I find a woman without a social media, I kind of like that. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of dig that. So okay. All right. Norma, will you go ahead and present your next scenario?
A relationship with God.
Oh, okay. So can I go first on this one?
Absolutely.
Okay, so big time green flag. Actually, I'm gonna borrow your green flag.
Yay.
Big time green flag. Okay, now I will say this, Jonathan. You go to church with me. You obviously know this, that I save a seat, or at least try to save a seat with next to me for my future spouse. Okay, I really, really, really find it a love language, even though it's not a love language, that a woman that I'm courting or even interested in attends church with me. Okay. I like it even more when she instigates it herself and says, "Hey, are we going to church this weekend?" I love that because I try to be a man. Well, I don't try to be a man of God. I'm a man of God. I am failed and flawed, but I'm a man of God nonetheless. I know right from wrong, right? So for me, green flag if she wants to go to church or she believes in going to church. So
What about you, Jonathan?
Same thing. I actually say green flag.
Okay.
Me and Sabrina, she is my girlfriend. We haven't gone to church lately, but I mean, when we do go, I always feel like we're one. Every time I go, so it's like always if I go to church, I always want to go with somebody that I love and I want to be with the rest of my life with.
Well, that's good.
because we go to church all the time together.
Right.
So that's where you're in my life for the rest of my life.
Oh, that's addiction.
Bro, man. Oh, bromance. Okay. Good. That was a good one. Okay,
Yes.
Norma. What says you?
What says me?
Red flag, green flag.
For a relationship with God, that's the firm foundation for me. This is like I need all the green flags because that is a must. You have to have a relationship with God in order to build on what you want because that's for me that's the most important thing. There isn't a relationship there. That's my heart stop and because that's my faith. That's where I grow and it's definitely a green flag for me.
Awesome. Okay, so let me ask you this though, to both of you, and I'll go to you first, Norma. Okay, so you talk about a relationship with God. Obviously, we know this that whenever people know that what you're interested in. Okay, for example, I might be really interested in fishing. All right. There might be a girl that really wants to get my interest, and guess what? She's gonna be interested in all of a sudden.
Fishing.
Okay, your relationship with God, going to church is no different. I have had people that know that I want to go to church and know that I like going to church, and they want to all of a sudden become something that they're not.
Right.
Okay. That to me is a red flag because that only lasts for so a certain amount of time before the truth comes out, right? So for you, I mean, I know, for example, Norma's my best friend. For those of you that don't know this, recap: Norma's my best friend. Jonathan's like my son. Even though I didn't what do you call it? I didn't raise him with these bosoms. He's still my boy, right? But okay, so we know a lot about our relationships or lack thereof or whatever. But you've had some incidents where they come really strong with the "I love Jesus too, girl," and let's pray, and here's a Bible verse, and blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden, they forget about what they're saying, right?
I've had people that's the first thing they say that they're into God and then all of a sudden you start talking to them and you notice their mannerisms. It's not as strong, hey, you want to go to church with me? They don't come, or I break up with them or stop seeing them, and then they want to relive their yeah, and then they say, oh my gosh, God is back in my life, I'm gonna get baptized, I'm getting back in there, and then the same
That's
stuff.
always, yeah.
And to me, you know what, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I will love my enemy. I will love the people that hurt me because that's what we're supposed to do. But there's a space where I'm going to say, you know what? You're not the one for me because it has to be genuine, and you're going to tell right away.
If it's not,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay,
But
good.
I'm very careful with that.
Yeah. Okay. So, Jonathan, have you ever had that, or have you ever been that guy where old girls into whatever, and all of a sudden you're the expert in pickleball? You know what I mean?
That is very popular right now.
Well, but Jonathan's no expert.
No, that you know.
No.
So
Have you been playing pickleball behind my back?
No, I haven't. Actually, there's one that I wanted. It's called pop darts. Have you heard of that one?
No.
I want.
Is it like regular darts?
No, they have suction cups, and there's like a table, and you just throw it, and it literally stick to the table.
Oh yeah, I've seen that on TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's a red flag
Yeah.
for me.
Red flag. It's always on TikTok. No, he's just kidding. Okay. Okay. So speaking of that, going into this next one, right? Love bombing. For those of you that don't know what love bombing is, It's when they come on really strong, really fast, and they hit you with the whole "I love yous." And I know we talked about this before we started to the show. There's nothing wrong with showing your feelings and showing that you're interested in somebody right off the bat. Because obviously, if you're not interested in me in the beginning, you're not going to be interested in me midway or even at the end, right? So it's okay to come on. But what is that a red flag to you? Is that a green flag? Is it someone that comes on really strong in the beginning? Is that something that you like, or is that something that puts you off?
Well, you want somebody to show you attention. That's that's the whole point of.
So is it a red flag, green flag for you?
It's a red flag. It's a big red flag for me because I've learned a lot from it. And I can elaborate because I've had people come on strong and it's like, oh my gosh, somebody's paying attention to me. It's not somebody on social media. They're actually talking to me oh yeah, I really like you. You know, I think I'm falling in love with you. You're the perfect person. You're a godly person.
You are.
Yeah, no. But, you know, I've learned that that's just the facade. It's just a layer like we were talking about. It's like an interview, you know, they want to see you. They want you to see their best foot forward and see them in their best light. And then that love bombing goes away. It's like before, good morning, beautiful, smiley face or sunshine or hearts. And then all of a sudden, a month later, it's like GM.
Like, hey.
I'm like, what happened to the good morning and the emoji?
Well, what did you do to lose it?
Sending the emojis. It's like, okay, what did I do wrong? But it just they got in the door and they thought, you know, hey, you know, she's really nice. I did not say they got somewhere else. They got in the door.
Was a red flag or a green flag? I'm confused at this point now.
Do we have any red or yellow
Just
flags
to
here?
clarify, there is no sex going on over here. The door is meaning they get in, you know, to meet with me.
Definitely a red flag for me too then.
Hey,
No.
that's,
Okay,
that's
yeah, you're right.
That's
And that's
a
good
personal
because,
problem
hey,
for
if that's
me.
a red flag, well, then they move on. You know,
I am not the girl for
I'm at
you.
the age where it's not about the sex. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It doesn't have to be right away. But getting back to the love bombing thing, yeah, I get you. You know, some people. I'm always the one. I don't let past relationships scar me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Good.
Because
you know,
she's learned to
good
heal
try. But exactly. It's like, you know, you're different. She's different. Her, you know, she's different over there. Everybody's different. I'm not gonna treat her the way I probably should have treated her just because she treated me like crap, right? I just don't think like that. Other people do. They can't move on because someone else hurt. And you know what? I'm not trying to dog anybody for it. It's a natural thing. I get it. You want to be protective or whatever, and that's cool. But me personally, when I come on, you know, I don't come on strong, but you do know that I'm interested, because there's nothing worse to me for me than a person that doesn't really is not clear whether you're interested in them in one way or another, right? You know, transparency to me is a big thing. So some people call it love bombing. You know, others will call it maybe just, like you said, putting your best foot forward and showing them right out the bat. You know, it's like you said, it's like a job interview. When you're at a job interview, you're gonna promise the boss the world because you know that's what he wants to hear, and you're gonna go out there and do your best, right?
Because it's something that you're wanting, really.
Yeah. But see, my thing is, once you have it, keep it. Okay, Jonathan, love bombing.
I mean, that's a tough one.
Green flag.
No, I mean, it
That's
depends.
what she said.
It depends with me, I guess. It's because, I mean, if you, like, tell me every, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then yeah, I'm going to say it's a red flag. But if you say, throughout the day, in the morning, you text me good morning, I love you, okay.
Within reason.
Yeah, within reason, yeah. But, as soon as, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, it's no. To me,
So,
it
red
just
flag, green
depends.
flag.
I mean, it's going to be hard.
No. We told the girls there's
Okay.
no yellow.
Red flag, then. for me.
Okay. Red flag. Ladies, don't love bomb Jonathan. Please contain your love.
Don't send them messages.
Do not go overboard. He doesn't like it. It's a red flag. Okay?
Yes.
My number will be up on the screen so that you may call and love bomb me all you want. But for now, don't love bomb Jonathan. Okay? Okay, so next one, Norma.
Me? It's Jonathan's turn.
Norma,
You haven't
red flag.
asked him.
Oh, Jonathan, yeah,
It's
okay.
Jonathan's turn.
Give us a
What's
scenario,
your
sir.
scenario?
Okay, so red flag or green flag, I guess would be, let me see, giving your girlfriend, I guess, money within a week.
Okay, wait. This is your girlfriend within a week?
Yeah, just say you start dating her and then she knows you get paid at a certain day, and she's already asking you for money.
Okay, so
Is that a red flag?
well, okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
let me open it up a little bit. Do y'all live together?
No, we don't live
Okay.
together.
Oh, you're just dating.
Yeah, we're just dating.
And I know
You just
you're not
started
talking
dating.
about your girlfriend.
No.
per se,
No,
You're
no.
just talking about a scenario. So,
Yeah, well, I had an incident with my ex.
previous
Oh,
relationship.
Yeah,
okay.
there you go.
So right off the bat, she comes up and she's like, "It's payday. You know, mommy needs some money. Give it to him now." Okay, but no, hold on, because what if? I mean,
Well,
you
she's
know,
not giving it. Okay, let me rephrase that. She's not giving it up. She's not doing nothing.
Oh my gosh.
She just.
What are you buying for your money?
Immediately
Does she by any chance work at All Stars, PTs, or the men's club?
No,
Because that's not a
neither.
relationship, son.
Neither.
I'm pretty sure that's
Well,
a job.
I can say
Go ahead.
red flag. That's for me.
I will say red flag too. Not because I'm not a generous person, because I am, but right off the bat like that, it's okay. So women, for y'all to, so you guys can understand how men think. It's the equivalence. Asking for money from a man right off the bat is like a man asking for for sex from a woman right off the bat.
Yeah.
It's like coming in,
Okay.
it's like, hey, let's do it. You know, same thing. That's how we see it, right?
Yeah.
We see it like, okay, one or the other, right? And unfortunately, it's not just my thinking; it's the way society thinks, right? So a lot of times, that's the way it goes, right? If you guys don't want us asking for sex right off the bat, we don't want you out asking for money right off the bat. Now, if I want to give you money or buy you stuff, that's totally on me, right? But the second you start asking for it, yeah, that's a red flag for me. So,
Yeah.
oh wait, I got two.
Yeah, that's a big
flag.
one. Yeah, that's a big. You know what? That's a big red flag for
Yeah.
me, and it's not even the timing. It's not even how long you've been
Yeah.
with them. For me, it's like I had somebody ask me for money, and
Wow.
it
But
wasn't.
wait, he didn't just ask you for money.
He asked me
you
for a lot,
money.
like $2,000,
Oh, wow.
and
Oh, wow,
you know
yeah.
this is not the first time this has happened. And for me, I'm 50 years old. Yeah,
You look
I'm the
great.
big 50. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
But I was brought up that men don't ask women for money. That's the
Yeah.
one thing, because there should be the provider. They should have they shouldn't be asking. They shouldn't be dating if they
Yes.
can't get their own, your finances or their home to.
Yeah, I mean that's a big red flag because they don't have the shit together, right?
Because I have my shit together.
Yeah, you do. It's just like that. My buddy Eddie and I were talking about this earlier. It's just like that. What's it called? The show, the Dave Chappelle show. God dang it, what's the name where he smokes weed? How High or something like that?
No,
not How High. Anyways, there's a
I
movie
have no
where
idea.
Dave Chappelle is in
Yes.
there, and he doesn't have any money, right? Like no money. And this girl he really likes, she wants to go out. So he has like $3 or something like that. So throughout the movie, throughout that scene, they're showing how much he starts with, and every time she asks for something, they deduct some money, right? And he's like right down to the last like 20 cents or something like that. They had ice cream, they had hot dog, blah blah blah. Of course, he didn't eat because he's trying to,
trying to impress
act like
her.
he had some money. So, and then there's a homeless guy. He grabs money out of his cup, and all of a sudden, it goes whoop, like the money goes back up. Whoop, you know what I mean? And so, but he never asked for money. He pulled it off somehow without her knowing.
And that's just a skit.
Yeah,
That's just
a
a
skit,
joke.
yeah.
And but the moral of it is that he didn't ask her for it.
Well, the moral is this: yes, he
He
didn't ask
can
for
do
it,
whatever he wants
but
to
he
buy
was
money.
resourceful.
Yeah.
Now I don't condone stealing money from homeless people or anybody else, but I am saying this: the guy knew he had a date. He did what he could to accommodate the date without having to ask her for money. Now, okay, going into that one, we talked to producer Elsa. She said that she thinks it's a green flag when a guy lets her pay for a meal on the first date. Okay.
No, not for me.
That is a green flag for her, right, Elsa? Wave your green flag up there. You got your green flag right there? Okay, that's Elsa. Okay. That was a green flag for her. I didn't really get to hear why, but honestly, for me, first date, I'm a man, I'm chivalrous. Yeah. To me, that's a red flag, right? Paying on the first date. Norma, what do you think about that?
It's a red flag for me.
Okay.
And not because I want him to pay, but I see it this way. And 50 Cent said it the best. 50 said it the best. So
Norma.
I'm going gangster.
Dang.
Hood but holy. Just saying.
Oh, okay.
50 said who was invited on the date.
Okay.
So if I'm the one that invited you, hey, let's go to dinner, I should feel like I should pay because I'm the one giving the invitation.
Yeah.
However, I will respect the fact If we're talking, if he wants to pay, by all means, thank you very much.
Okay.
But I feel that, I mean, I'm not saying, men versus women or anything like that. I just feel it's a respect thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm going to invite you, I think I should pay. But if the man is doing the date and he planned it all out, then yes, then he should pay.
Then he should pay. Okay, Jonathan?
I think it's a red flag for a woman for a girl to pay for me.
Okay.
Why?
Because growing up, I was always taught that the male should always buy food for the ladies and stuff like that, or even on a date, go take out. That the guy should always provide no matter what.
Okay. Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
So, red flag for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Same. Homegirl, unless you won the lottery and you got a few, grand or a few million in the bank and you want to celebrate and you want to take me out to dinner, okay, I'll celebrate with you, right? But if, like you said, if it's a date, whether I invited you or whether you said, hey, let's hang out, I'm going to pay. Okay. So, that's it.
Well,
Okay.
let me ask you then real quick.
Okay.
What if it's your birthday or like someone else's, like, they say Norman's birthday. So who would pay for that?
Well, obviously not the birthday person.
So, like, for your birthday, we take you out, I would want to pay everybody.
Or maybe I would want to pay too. I mean,
Well, my birthday was August 8th.
Yes, I know.
I don't remember ever going to dinner with either one of y'all. So it's not too
yeah,
late.
you did. You went to lunch with me.
Oh, but Eddie paid.
Oh yeah, he did pay.
So, can I borrow y'all's red flags, please?
Hey, I've asked.
Fuck you, Jonathan. I paid for my own food, Jonathan.
No, well,
I'm
actually,
just-
you did
I'm
it.
just
Eddie
kidding.
did. For your birthday.
Eddie paid for it.
Yes, Eddie. You know what? Green flag to Eddie. And we're talking a lot about Eddie, but Eddie's in the corner over there, and we're gonna announce him here in a little bit. But
Not our
for
Eddie.
now, it's just say hi,
A different Eddie.
Yeah, different Eddie. Not our
That's his
past
laugh.
Eddie.
Yeah, not other Eddie, but whatever happened to that guy anyway?
I have no idea. I heard
He got
that
married. He got nothing.
He found love.
He found love.
he became a merman and Scorpius.
I'm so happy for him.
No, Eddie, I know you're watching.
We love
And we are
you.
just
We do
fucking
love
with
you.
you. Yeah. So, okay. Who's got another one?
Oh, I got another one that we had talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Opening car doors or doors.
So, being a gentleman.
Being chivalrous and a
Chivalrous,
gentleman.
okay.
That's a big yeah, for me.
Okay.
What about you?
Well,
Sorry.
okay. So, scenarios, right? Opening the door for you.
Opening
That
doors.
I'm gonna do that. I tell people, even my daughters know, my mom know, my sisters know, my sister and my nieces know. I open the door for you. It's not a control thing. It's a I know you don't have to. I know you don't need me to do it for you, but I want you to know that from this day forward, that door handle belongs to me. I got you. Okay, it's a respect thing, right?
Right.
So it's kind of like when a woman serves a man his food, which I don't have to have that, but when someone does that, my sister serves me all the time. My nieces serve me all the time. I see it as a respect thing, not because I can't do it myself, because I'm by
Right.
myself all the time. So como no tengo vieja, verdad? I do things by myself.
You
Everybody
really
else
said
rolls
so.
her eyes back there. They're still rolling, by the way. Well, hold on. I'm waiting for them to come back.
I think they were like
So anyway,
2 blocks down.
yeah, she rolled them all the way back to like 1604. Okay, so to me, it's a green flag if you let me be a gentleman.
That's a great
It's
way
a
to
red
put
flag
it.
if you don't, honestly, because I've been in situations where I'm me. Those that know me, my friends that are females, even my guy friends know I'm a courteous person, right? So to me,
Right.
that to me would be a green flag if you let me, a red flag if you don't. Jonathan?
Opening the car door. You said.
With any
Or just
door.
being a gentleman, period.
I said that's a green flag for me.
Okay. Green flag for Jonathan? Why?
I mean, I like again. I
You
mean,
like for your fellow friends,
No.
gentlemen, to be gentlemen to you?
No, growing up, again, I was always taught that the male should always open the door for the women. Even if you go into the store, always, pull the chair out as well. So,
So
stuff
what
like
if you're
that.
like in a fancy restaurant, like
Olive Garden?
Olive Garden, for example, and you're at the all-you-can-eat bread and salad,
Soup and
soup and
salad.
salad.
Soup and
Yeah, it
salad.
goes to show you how fancy I am.
Hey,
don't even know.
and you get those really, really good Andes mints at the end.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, they are good.
So when you're at Olive Garden, Jonathan, you're a total gentleman.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Wow, and that's
I
why
wear
you're
tuxedo
That's
and
why I'm
everything.
single, and you're. If you don't know what we're talking about, please refer
Go
to
to
season
episode-
1, the Valentine's Day special.
Day special.
Yes. We give Jonathan stuff. To
We
this
give him
day
a hard
about it.
time,
Yeah,
but we
okay.
love him so much.
Okay, so speaking of being a gentleman, okay,
Mm-hmm.
here's a scenario for me. This is a personal scenario, okay? I'm pretty sure she's not watching. I don't really give a shit if she is anyway, but it's not trying to offend anybody, but it's a scenario that happened to me. I dated a girl one time. You know, mind you, we were just dating. We were at a bar, at a little club. I'm going to wait till Elsa stops rolling her eyes because she's rolling her eyes back there. Okay, so I get dates. Y'all don't have to fucking laugh. It's okay. Red flag, everybody. Red flag.
Male
Give me a hard
female.
time.
Male or female.
Bullying. Watch our next episode 2 on bullying. No, just kidding. They know I get dates. Anyways,
Is it cyberbullying or regular bullying?
I'm trying to tell a story here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Anyways, that was pretty funny though. Good job. Okay, so I went out on a date. We're watching the girl's brother's band play, and the place was kind of rough. She had a few drinks. I had a few drinks. But you know me, I'm still aware, right? I'm still watching everything, whatever. I had to use the restroom. She had to use the restroom. We both got up at the same time. We both went to the restroom.
Potty break.
9 times out of 10,
same restroom?
the restrooms are in the same spot.
Right.
In the same area. And no, not the same restroom, okay? I do pee standing up for your information, okay?
Well, that's great.
So, went to the restroom. As a gentleman, as a man, as a protected person, okay, I waited outside. Because obviously I finished first, right?
The audacity.
Yes, I know.
No,
I waited
totally,
outside
buddy.
the door for her. And she comes out and I said, hey. And she's like, and I'm not just talking like restroom doors
So
here
were
and
you
all.
like this?
No,
Hey!
no, I was like across.
Soon as she opens it?
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
like-
It was like, what's up? Hubba. How was your pee-pees? Were they good pee-pees?
Did it flow
or were
well?
they bad pee-pees? Did you empty or do you still have more? No.
Did you jump off the kids
I was
at
on
the
the
pool
other side.
by
I was on the other
chance?
side of the restroom door. The restroom door's over here, right?
Oh, okay.
Plenty of distance. And I'm like, hey, I'm here. And she's like, oh, cool. Walks up to me. We walked to the table. That was it, right? The next day, she kind of like gave me the cold shoulder. We weren't really talking too much. And this was a person that I talked to her every minute of the day when we're talking. All of a sudden, that day happens. It's a Monday, and we're not talking at all. So Tuesday comes around. I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, talk to me. So it happens that, see what had happened was.
What happened was.
So she said I was being possessive because I waited outside the restroom door for her. And now, mind you, she was really buzzed. There was a pretty big fight with a bunch of women there that were still there. The bouncers never threw them out. Okay, it was a rough place. We never communicated, hey, I'll meet you at the table or whatever. So I'm thinking all these things in my head, like, I'm going to wait here to make sure she gets back okay. Norma, as a female, red flag, green flag.
That's a huge green flag for me. Respecting.
Do you hear that? Norma thinks it's a green flag.
Because it's like, it's only courtesy. I mean, even when us girls go to the bathroom together, it's not like I'm a deuces bitch, I'm out, and I just walk out.
Yeah.
Usually either wait in the bathroom or say, hey, you know what?
Yeah, because you have to take like 80 selfies before you walk anyway.
Well, yes. And then you're like, take your time. I know you're dropping the kids off at the pool. I'll wait for you outside. So whatever the case may be, but I may want to talk to somebody, but I usually wait for my girlfriend or my friends at the door, outside, and just wait, somewhere where they can see, so that and
So,
especially with a
so
guy.
if a guy does it for you,
and I'm just saying that is just with my girlfriends, but with a gentleman, that would be great, because it's like he's waiting for me. We're both in the bathroom. I don't want him to, I don't want him to think I'm still in the bathroom, or be,
yeah, because they'll be like, damn.
But
How long you take?
You're taking a long time,
it's
girlfriend.
unspoken
Yeah.
for
At the
me.
red flag.
It's,
You know what?
it's
At the red flag,
unspoken.
No,
takes
but I
too
never
long.
thought of that. Maybe she's just like, is he timing me?
Could be.
Like, I don't care what you're doing in there. Take as long as you want. I don't care.
I don't care. So
I
I,
was-
went
I
to
was
the bathroom.
jamming out,
There's
I was
a
doing my
bathroom
thing,
for a
and-
reason,
yeah.
because I'd rather go in the bathroom
So
at the
green flag
restaurant
for you, right?
versus at home.
Okay, so green flag for you.
Green flag
All right,
for me.
Thank you. Jonathan, what is your opinion?
Can I get the yellow flag here?
There is no yellow flag.
We made that very
I'll
clear.
take the green flag.
Good.
Okay, but why?
I mean,
Is that something that you do?
yeah, honestly, I do. I wait for.
So
for
when
like-
Sabrina goes
But
to the restroom?
yeah,
okay.
but he's done that, for whenever I'll go out. He's done that for us if we go to the restroom. Both of you all do that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I don't always do that. Like there's times that we're at bars and the person that I'm with at that time, they'll go, hey, I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, do you want me to go with you, or I'll go
Right.
with you? I'm like, no, you can stay here. You tell me that one time. I know you want to
You're
go,
good.
and I'll watch you. Like I'll watch
Yeah,
to make sure you
that's what
get
I
there
do
and
too,
you
yeah.
get back.
That's exactly what I do too.
but I'm gonna give you your space, right? But I'm not gonna be like all over you. I'm not a freaking middle schooler. I mean, but again, it depends, right? That day just
all pass.
yeah, that day just, I know, right? That day just happened that we went at the same time, and I
Right.
decided to wait for her. But it got me red flagged when it was supposed to be a green flag.
You know,
so
she wasn't meant for you.
yeah,
Either
she
that
wasn't.
or the different situation.
And now I'm on this big fancy show with all these extravagant things,
Yes, with
and
red
she's
flags
watching
and
the
green
show,
flags.
wishing I would wait for her outside the restroom.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
And
Okay.
you're still single.
Yeah, I am. Anyways, can we just cut to commercial? No, just kidding. Okay, so red flag, green flag. All right. If someone goes out a lot, like a lot,
You go first.
you already said yee.
Yee.
I don't think that's gonna be a yee. Goes out a lot.
Double thing. Maybe I'm gonna change my answer. No, it's a red flag. A
Why?
red flag for me.
Why?
Because I mean, I don't want to go out. I mean, personally, I don't go out every day. I don't go out Monday through Sunday. I'd rather go out at least Friday, Saturday. That's fine. But
Okay.
going out and then plus, you know, having money and stuff as well. I mean,
Well, it's expensive to go
yeah,
out
that's
all
what
the
I'm
time.
saying.
Yeah.
You know, right now the beers are what, like $6, $7, depending where you go.
I don't know.
Hey, I don't
So,
drink, so
I don't know.
I'm a
I smoke
cheap
weed.
date.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Okay, so red flag for
Red
you.
flag for me,
Norma goes out all the time, and I don't mean just on the weekends.
No,
That's cool.
she don't
but
go out all the
I
time.
don't go all the time.
no, I'm not saying
I'm
you.
like,
I'm
it's
saying
been months.
yeah.
I changed my ways. I'm a new person. No, it's a
She's
big.
saying normal
wait,
now.
let's wait till my
Same
eyes come
time,
back
it's
from
not-
90 and
1604?
410.
She's saying Norma now.
Hey,
Say
you know what?
normal.
I've because I see, you know, I see that I see things differently, and for me, a guy that goes out all the time, it just is that all he's gonna do? Where are we gonna be in the situation?
Okay.
You know, I don't mind going out dancing because I love
out
to
to
go
dance, yeah.
dancing, but you
And
know,
again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just
right,
saying,
no,
what do you
but if
guys think?
for me, if it's something that's a constant thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, it's interfering with our plans to, with what's our goal?
Mm-hmm.
Is our goal to be out there every day of the week and go out partying, or is it to build on something, a relationship worth on what?
Which you can't build if you're out every single
Exactly,
night. Yeah,
you know,
okay.
and it's okay to go out with your partner, go
Mm-hmm.
dancing together. But if they're going out on their own, and then
Yeah.
you're at
The big
home,
red flag.
that's a big problem for me because it's like, your time is more important to be out there with everybody else versus with me, because it should be the opposite way.
Yeah, you
It
should be wanting to spend time with
hey,
you.
you know what, guys? I'm not gonna go out tonight. I'm gonna spend time with my girl. I'm gonna spend time with my
Okay,
guy.
so what if it's like a work? Oh, for me again, that's a red flag for me too.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if you are in one place, I don't care if it's work, church, mama's house, daddy's house, at the bar, at the movies. If you're in one place for too long, all the time, so you're gonna neglect something else, in my opinion, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Whether the kids, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the dogs,
dogs,
the
the
cats,
kids.
you know, the besties or whatever, right? The yard. I mean, you're gonna neglect things to be somewhere else, right? So that's a red flag. However, what if it's like work related? You know, because there's some people like I've been in sales my whole life. Right? I've owned my own businesses my whole life. I get invited to a lot of events, networking events, mixers, things like that. I hate to say it, but that's part of my job. Doesn't mean I'm out there drinking every night or partying,
Right.
but you know, it's part of my job. Would that be a red flag or green flag for you?
For work,
Yeah.
it's a green flag.
Okay, because like us in the show, we go
Right.
to a lot of events.
Yeah, we do.
we get invited to places. Okay, so that's a green flag for you, Jonathan.
I would say the green flag. I mean, yeah. I mean, I would say because, I mean, if you can bring your spouse too, I mean, that would even
Yeah.
be more of a green flag.
Sure.
But it's
Right.
just you by yourself doing work. I mean, if your spouse is going to be supporting you, then why is she going to say it's a red flag for?
But
Okay.
that you said something very important. It's if your spouse is wanting to support you.
Yeah.
And that's where the discussion has to start with.
I
is
agree.
Because if you're in a relationship knowing, say you and I are in a relationship, I know that you're going to be going out. Then
Wait, are you paying for dinner?
no, because that's your
can-
work event should be paying for that because
Can I
it's
be
for
the third
work.
wheel?
I know.
Can I be the third wheel
But
to
for
you?
me, for me, with when that happens, it's like you have to understand as a woman that that's gonna happen, and you're gonna.
I have to understand as a woman.
Yes, as a woman. Okay, me as a woman or the person who's gonna date you has to have that understanding from the beginning. If that's an issue for her in the beginning, then there shouldn't be a relationship.
And that's a
Okay,
red flag.
good
Then.
point. No, that's a good point. Okay. What about someone that doesn't go out at all? Like,
A
at all?
saint?
Then you have to have some kind of compatibility with somebody.
Yes, I agree. But what if your compatibility is you have compatibility, but that person just doesn't like to go out for whatever reason?
Then it's not going to work if you're the type of
So is it
person
a red flag or a green flag?
if I have somebody who doesn't want to go out at all, híjole.
Jonathan says red
I'd say
flag.
red flag for me because I mean I like for example I like to go out, have a few drinks.
Yeah,
in there.
you're a social fella.
Yeah. So I mean, why do I stay home all the time with you if you
Just because you don't want to go out anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Now,
hence
okay.
that-
Because in a relationship, you want to be able to take your partner with you, right? Okay.
Right. So for me that would be for not going out.
That's a red flag.
It's
so
a red flag.
you expect them to at least want to go out, and we're not saying all the time.
Because
we're
that's
just
what
saying
I
once.
say.
Yeah.
When I talk to people and you're getting to know them,
Yeah.
I say I like to go dancing.
Mm-hmm.
I like to go out, see, places. I don't like to just stay at home
You like
because
to wine, dine, and
because
feel
I work
fine.
from home.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
want to
that's
go
right.
out.
Yeah.
I want to get out of my house. I mean, I go
Well,
out into
there's
my
some people
back.
that work from home and don't want to go anywhere else. They're like work from home, want to stay home all day long. And I get it.
There's nothing wrong with it. I
that's
stopped
still a red
doing
flag
that.
for me.
For
Yeah.
me, I haven't gone out because I haven't found,
the right man.
the right man to, and I don't need a man to
of
go
course
out,
not.
but
No.
I choose to want to be with a man in a relationship that we could go out.
Well, yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
So red flags all across the board. Okay, Jonathan, you have anything else for us?
Trying to think.
It's hard to think of scenarios.
It is.
And then when you're on
Not
the
if you
spot,
plan ahead of time and you have
Even-
plenty of notice
Okay, so-
for planning. Because I had plenty of
oh
time
yeah,
and I planned all
the
kinds
one who
of good
created
stuff.
the topic has the yeah.
Yeah, about a month ago. Yeah.
And when did we get notice?
I didn't get into like a couple days ago.
Not
or last
being
week.
prepared.
2
Not
days.
being
Here,
prepared
don't
for
leave me
me.
hanging,
Red
buddy.
flag.
Not giving enough notice. Red
Oh my
flag.
God, a
Being
month is a
toxic,
notice.
I am no toxica.
Okay, we'll fight later.
Yes.
Okay. Kids, having kids.
Oh, okay, then yeah, that would be good.
Is that a red
Ooh.
flag? Or, now we're at a
I'm gonna
different
say
age.
green flag.
Oh, let me finish the fucking
Oh.
sentence.
Okay, go ahead.
God dang. Red flag doesn't let me finish talking. You have kids. At our age, it's one thing. For Jonathan's can be another situation, right? They're little kids though. Red flag, green flag.
Okay, that changes everything.
Why?
Why? And,
You're
and
young.
Is it red flag
I
or
thought
green
you
flag?
were real gung ho going
Uh-huh.
green flag.
Chingo green flag, girl.
You
Okay, what?
didn't
I
even
was
finish the
just kidding.
scenario.
Yeah, I know. Bing, 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 bing.
Bring me that newborn.
Yeah. I'm the pappy.
I'll go into the labor and delivery room. I'm in there.
I'm the pappy boss. Okay, so,
I got good insurance.
okay, so Jonathan, please explain.
Green flag.
Why?
Green flag. I mean, I don't know why. It's just
No. You gotta have a reason. And why is it a green flag?
I mean, I don't want the kid to be raised without a father. I mean,
Well,
without a father.
just because you have a
figure.
kid doesn't mean you're the dad.
Oh, I know, but I mean, I just feel bad that he's gonna raise up and not have a father figure in
But
his
that's
life.
a whole
that's-
different situation. I just said kids.
If they
I
have
didn't freaking
kids,
say
Oh.
all of a sudden you're giving her your paycheck at the end of the week.
You're
on
adopting the
Friday,
child.
and all of a sudden it's Junior Ruiz, and all of a sudden it's Papi, and you're gonna come home and
Sabrina's
Papi,
coming home, like,
yeah, no.
these kids
It's
come
like
from.
who's this child? I don't even know this child. Who is it? Just a regular plain old scenario. You're with a girl. It's a normal relationship. Step or dad's there, and you're just dating the girl. All right. Talk about a
And
love
she's got
bombing.
littles,
Shit.
I know.
Okay, she just got little kids, and you're going out with her. Red flag, green flag.
I mean, green flag.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
There's nothing
wrong
wrong.
with that. Okay, Norma. Red flag. See, it's different for our age. Okay, why is it a red flag?
I've raised my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I have grandchildren, so I can get them and send them with their parents. I love kids, but I've already done that. And
You're like Serena, quieres bailar. Queremos bailar. Queremos bailar.
but
Okay.
I mean, I just don't want to, not to be mean, but I don't want to raise children again. And I'm at that age where I'm 50.
No, I understand. But he didn't ask you that question.
No.
Just like
You're
he asked
50.
me.
You're 50.
I'm 50.
He didn't ask you if you were gonna raise them. Just like he asked me about being a stepdad.
Damn, look at Jonathan.
He's on point.
Go ahead, girl. Go
you
tell
are-
her. Tell her, girl.
You are rubbing off the wrong way. I mean, rubbing the wrong way.
Y'all do not want to know that story. I just walked into that story and I didn't want to know about that story. So okay,
But no, a big red flag.
For me, it's gonna have to be a green flag because I love kids.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to spend a lot of time working. I didn't get to spend a lot of time with my little ones. Yeah, I was there for them. Don't get me
Mm-hmm.
wrong. But there's a lot of things that I wish I could have done with them. And my kids are gonna be so pissed off. They're like, he wants to raise other people's kids. Take it easy. I'm not gonna take any time away from you guys. But if I dated a woman and she had little ones. Again, I'm not like trying to step in and be daddy, but I'm a father figure to a lot of people. Okay, but I love kids. I really do. And if I could have a positive impact on children, this is different for me, right? Even though I have raised my kids are already older. They wipe their own asses. They still ask for money, but they do their own thing, right? I think for me, it's just I didn't get that before, so I kind of still crave that.
You see, so that's where the difference is because
Yeah,
you,
I mean, it's nothing wrong
but
to
you
want- to not want kids.
weren't there. I was.
See, exactly. You're there all day
I was
long.
a
Yep.
housewife. I mean, I worked, but then there was a period of time where I raised them from. I mean, I was at home all day.
Yeah.
So
and you
it's
don't want to do that anymore, and I get that.
Yeah, I get
I get that
I
too.
don't.
Yeah,
Don't-
I get
again, we're not here to say whether what you like or what you think is a green flag or what you think is a red flag is wrong. We're just telling you what we think is red flag.
And I mean,
or green
and
flag.
I'm
Yeah.
talking. I mean, and if I wanted to go to specifics, I mean, I just not small children, maybe teenagers or maybe older children where they can take care of themselves. But
Well, here, I'm gonna give you a situation or scenario.
Uh-oh.
I was with somebody once a long time ago. My son was freaking 3 years old, 2.5, 3 years old. He still wasn't potty trained. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't his mom's fault. He just wasn't potty trained yet. Okay.
He's still in Pampers then?
It was still in diapers. We went to the flea market and this kid, I'm gonna embarrass him. He pooped himself.
Aw,
And,
baby.
hey, I'm the dad. I took him to the restroom, cleaned him up, put a new diaper on. Let's go. Took me less than 15 minutes. Okay. The girl that I was with, I'm not gonna call her a woman. The girl that I was with got all bent out of shape, and that's it. I want to go home. I can't believe you still have to wipe his ass and da, 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 da. First of all, I didn't ask you to wipe his ass.
Right.
I did.
Yeah.
That's my boy. You didn't have to do any of that stuff. Second of all, your 18-year-old gives more of a hassle than my 3-year-old. Okay, I don't say nothing. I'm saying it now, but I didn't say nothing then. Right? That's your problem. Okay, I'm not having to deal with that. That's you. But she's like what you said. My kids are already older. Really? Because you still wash their dishes, you still wash their clothes, and you still almost literally wipe their asses because
I was just
you
about
do
to
everything
say
for them,
that.
right? So that one for me was a red flag that she didn't like my kids because I never asked her to provide for them. I never asked them to take care of them. I didn't dump them off with her. We didn't live together. So again, for me, having kids is a good thing, and she knew that I had kids.
But that's her fault.
Yeah, that's her loss.
It was.
Give me some.
Sorry.
No. Okay. So Jonathan is here for comedy relief, and he does a really good job. So thank
He's
you, Jonathan.
amazing. We love
So
Jonathan.
okay. So what about this? Too many pets, fur babies. Red flag. Okay. Why?
Wow.
Sorry, it's my
But why?
thing.
No,
I don't
it's
know.
just,
I'm not
no
saying that.
judgment, Jonathan.
I know, but
I just said
but
wow.
I got like
Passing
wow.
judgment?
You're gonna have PETA calling me and
Yeah. Who?
coming
Peter,
after me.
who's that fool?
No, for me, it's just
Okay.
I mean, I love pets. Don't get me wrong, but
I'm
they're not.
getting you wrong.
But they're not
No,
for
I'm
me.
Okay.
They're not for
Cool.
me.
Okay.
I love.
Yes.
I had dogs, but I love the freedom
But
of not having to. Take
remember,
care
it's
of them.
not your dog or your pet. It's their
Right.
pet.
But if we become a couple and we grow in this relationship, who is going to be taking care of those
It's
dogs?
that person.
Until they say, "Hey, can you feed the dogs?"
I mean, like, okay. Okay, so for me, pets, fur babies, I get it. Not everybody has kids. To
No,
them.
your question was a lot of pets.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I did say that. Okay.
It's a
lot
lot
of
of
A
pets.
lot of pets. Okay.
No.
Yes, okay. Thank you
But
for
you didn't give
correcting
a
that.
number though. How much is a lot of pets? Like
Well,
10,
apparently, the normal
20?
amount is one.
No, I didn't say one. A lot of pets.
You said who's gonna feed the dog?
Okay,
Dogs.
we rephrase
Okay.
the question and put a
Elsa,
number in there.
can you
Yes,
rewind that and tell me how many? Did she
No.
say yes or G or no? Okay.
I heard-
Just
I-
kidding. I don't really want her to rewind the freaking whole show. But yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. A lot of pets.
A lot of pets.
More than 2.
No, really?
I guess.
I would say like 5 to 10.
I was just about to say that
5 to 10. We got a
because
zoo.
the limit is 4. That
Yeah.
you can only have 4, so a lot of
okay.
pets would be more than 4.
4 or more.
4 or more.
4 or more. Okay.
4 or more now.
Well, that changes everything.
Yes.
Well, it depends what
That's
kind of
what you said,
animals.
4.
I
You
did
said
say
pets.
that. I did say
It
that.
depends. For me, it would depend on
On the
pets.
type of animal too.
Like, if we have a farm, I can do chickens, pigs,
Yeah.
cows, horses.
And that can be considered.
That's
Could be
not
pets.
Those aren't pets. That's called breakfast.
Livestock. Livestock.
Still
and
pets.
Farm
Farm
animals.
When was
animals.
the last time you saw someone petting their pig?
Oh, they have pet pigs.
Yeah, they do.
No, you're not helping me.
Mini pigs. They have pet chickens.
Mm-hmm.
They have chicken support animals.
Jonathan has a pet cock.
Oh, okay. And then the next
I
episode,
chased in the back of the yard.
red flag.
Yeah, he does. Okay, so. All right. Speaking of that, no, okay. Okay, so for you, 4 pets or more, is that a red flag for you?
Yeah, that's a red flag for me.
Red
I
flag?
would prefer.
Well,
at
you need
least
to
2
hold
or
your.
3.
You're holding both of them up. Red flag.
Sorry.
Not,
I got-
not
I got
knowing your
stuck.
reds from your greens. Red flag. Okay. All right. For me, since we had to reword it. Thank you for Norma for reminding me. It is a red flag. Too many pets is a red flag. Having two
yeah, that's
pets, that's
fine.
cool. More than 3, more than 2, maybe 3 or 4, whatever. I'm sorry, red flag for me, right? And having a pet, period. I love pets.
that
I don't
wasn't
have
the
the time
question.
for them. I know. I'm going back now. I already answered the question, Norma.
Oh god.
I already said red flag, right? But
That wasn't
one
the
pet is
question.
cool. I can
said
dig
but.
that one pet. I have a friend that she has a pet, and oh my god, I love him. I want a pet like that, but for
Did you
whatever
have a
reason,
pet ferret one time?
I was, huh?
So did you have a pet ferret one time?
Oh, this motherfucker. If you want to hear about, oh my god, it's the same episode. If you want to hear what we're talking about, the pet ferret that I had, please refer to season 1 episode, the Valentine's Day special. You'll get back to where what we're
pet
talking about.
ferret.
So, do you have another one that you want to share with me?
Do I have another
Or am I
one?
the only one that's prepared for the show?
You're the only one prepared, apparently.
Yeah, you're the one who ran the
Okay,
show.
so
I
planning-
like that one.
which one?
I saw one on there.
Tell me. Pick it.
Being friends with exes.
Oh, yeah.
I just got asked that question too.
Okay, so being friends with exes. Red flag, green flag. Red flag for Jonathan. Okay, why? Since you put your flag up first.
Because I don't want to go back having a relationship with them because they did me wrong. So
No, fool. It's whether your
Exactly.
partner has
Your partner.
Oh, you're
a
my
pet.
partner.
a pet ex. Well, it's whether your partner
4
has.
or more.
Yeah.
4 or more exes or what?
I mean, hey, you know.
Oh, no, okay, red flag is okay for my partner because I don't want her to have feelings for her ex.
But it's the ex. They're not gonna have feelings for each other
We
anymore.
did- I don't know that.
He doesn't know that.
So then you're
That's
insecure.
his- no, that's
No,
his
it
red
just
flag.
I mean there's a whole scenario where a woman gets with a guy and then months later she goes back to the ex and then leaves the guy hanging.
So then she wasn't for you.
Exactly, that's the red flag.
Okay.
Perfectly
I respect that.
said, yeah.
I'm gonna give some pushback
Yeah.
because I want to know. But no, red flag, green flag.
It's a good
Think
question.
about that one.
After I'm like,
What says you, Orlando? I say.
you know what? I have to say green flag too.
Oh, green
We
flag.
picked that at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. So then tell me why to you
Why?
it's a green flag.
Because I still have I'm still friends with some people that I dated. I have
No,
a
but
great,
that's not an ex. Dating somebody's not an ex.
yeah, but
You're
I
talking about
do.
an ex.
No, I'm still friends with my ex-husband.
Okay. Well, you have
You
kids
know,
together.
yeah, but and then I am friends with some people that I date. I mean, for me, I haven't had any real relationships. I've only had 2 main relationships, so I've only dated.
So of those 2, are
But
you
no,
friends
it
with
would be
either
it
one
would
of
be a
them?
green it would be a green flag for me, only because I have to trust. I have to give that trust to that person, and they'll have to dictate what's going to happen after that. 'cause
So
I can't
until they
control it.
screw up, it's a
Exactly.
green flag. Okay,
Exactly.
cool. I respect that. For me, being friends with your ex. Now there is a line there, right?
There's no yellow.
Not they're not like still in your life where they're always
Right.
there with you. Blah blah blah. Okay, being friends with an ex is a green flag for me, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, first of all, I have a few of my exes that I'm a friend with, right? And you know me, I define the term friend as friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It just means that I'm not a bad breaker upper for the most part.
Neither am I.
I can communicate and say, hey, look, I don't like the way it's going, or maybe you're not happy. I can see that. I think it's best that we just go our separate ways and we'll remain friends. Right? After that, but see, this is me. I guess I'm a little more cold-hearted or non-emotional or whatever. I can sever that time and not ever think back about, the
I
fun
wish.
times, or hey, girl, remember this time. I don't do that. That's me. So I see it as, if you're still friends with your ex, I'm hoping that you still see it the way I see it. However, if you show me something differently, well then, even though it's still a green flag for me, I'm gonna respectfully step away.
And that's great, because you're setting that expectation to them in the beginning that, hey, I don't have a problem with you having a friend, but don't mess that up. Don't mess that boundary.
Well, because I see it this way, it's like, first of all, I'm a confident man.
Right.
Y'all know that. If that's your ex, you must have tried every which way to make things work, and it didn't work out. And for whatever reason, you just didn't hate each other. You're just adult enough to say it didn't work.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna respect you and your decision making abilities, because I respect my own decision making abilities and my own taste in women to be able to say, I didn't pick someone who's going to be flip-flopping back and
I like
forth,
that.
right? So again, because I'm confident in myself,
Right.
and I'm confident in the fact that you left old boy behind, we can move forward knowing that old boy has no chance.
Right.
Because if you didn't wife her up then, she's mine now, and you ain't going to get her back.
Right.
Unless I give her back to you. But
Yeah.
But again, because I'm confident. Okay, so speaking of that,
Ooh, I got one. If you have your phone face down,
That's
red
a,
flag or green flag?
oh my
that's
gosh.
a red flag for me. Huge red flag.
Okay. Why?
Huge. What do you have to hide?
Grandma's secret recipes.
Okay. Grandma calls you all the time. She's your number one texter. Okay. All right.
It's time for a
Abuelita, por
commercial
favor, ya no
break.
le mandas textos de las recetas,
First of
por
all, my
favor.
grandma's not here, so if grandma ever texts me, girls,
Run.
red flag. If you're on a date with me and my grandma texts me, that's a red flag.
That's why the
don't
phone is
believe
down.
that it was my grandma. No. Okay. First of all, I am one of those that
texting
leaves
you.
his phone up. Okay. Again, women are different. Guys, I think this is a one-sided argument, because you have a purse. Where do you have your phone most of the time when you have a purse?
Hello? That's my purse. Can you give me my
Well,
purse
look how
real quick?
big that is, though.
Excuse me.
That's
no.
not that big.
No, sir. This
That's
is
Eddie's
my
hand.
purse. This is my purse. I have keys in here. Well, let me show you.
But
That's
what kind
my
of phone
phone.
you have?
This is your phone. Can you tell if it's open or closed?
No, it's a flip phone.
Okay.
I don't hold my phone like
Wait.
that.
Exhibit A.
Exhibit B.
What I'm trying to say is, and it's not a mean her thing. It's a thing. If most women that I go out with have their phones in their purse, okay, because y'all don't carry your phones in your pocket like we do. We get out of the. Where are you at? Come here. My phone. Okay, we get out. We have our phones in our back pocket, because I'm not the guy that has a little clip thing here and walks around with a little phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do.
never mind. Oh man, Jonathan over there still wears a clip. Okay, I get off at the table and I put my phone on the table. Okay, face up. I have nothing to hide. Right? Okay,
That's how I
so
put mine.
for me, it doesn't. It's a green flag. Well, if it was on the table and it was closed, it would be a red flag, because, like you said, nothing to hide. Right? But it's kind of difficult for men, because y'all don't always have your phones out.
I always have my phone on the table.
Okay.
I don't put my phone in my purse.
Okay.
I leave it like that, and if it rings, it rings.
Well, you're not like most girls.
Yes. I agree
If
with
somebody
that.
texts, you're gonna see it. If somebody calls me, I'm gonna
Section.
answer it.
Just kidding. Okay, so and again,
But
green flag or
mine
red,
they put
red
it.
flag, red flag.
Mine is a red flag
And you?
because. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm not about it. I'll say red flag, because I mean, like Norma said, what do we have to hide?
Sure.
You know?
Okay, but what if they do it. I guess because I'm saying this, if someone put their phone down on purpose every single time, maybe that's different. But if someone just comes and says my phone's there and it's whether it's up or down, I don't care. I really don't.
Yeah.
You know,
Because you're with me, and if you were me personally, if you had something to hide, you wouldn't be with me, and I would be able to feed it. I would know if you had something going on. Me personally, but I mean, okay, for a lot of people, it is a red flag. I'm probably gonna say like 9 times out of 10, it's a red flag for people.
Because I mean, and the reason, and I don't leave my phone on the table. I'll put it on the chair along with my purse. I don't check my phone if I'm on a date.
Okay.
I
don't mind if someone does.
I put it on silent, especially when I'm eating, because that's a rule for me. And I tell my kids or anybody those are the only people that are gonna call me and my friends. Yeah. That hey, if I don't answer, I'm gonna text you right back.
All the time when she's on dates.
And I'm not a lot of them. Okay.
All the time.
No.
But okay, so that's red flag for everybody, I guess. Okay, so
Ooh,
just so you know,
I'm gonna have another one.
I'm so open with myself that I will give all of y'all.
He finally came out of the closet.
Sexual innuendos. Every single thing comes out of your mouth. Red flag. Cochino. Sucio.
He finally came out of the closet.
So I'll give y'all right here on live public television over here. I will give y'all the passcode to my phone. Ready? Get a pen and write it down. You ready? Here it is. So if you ever want to get in my phone, here's the passcode.
So I have to cut your hand off?
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, getting back. Okay, so what about expressing your feelings to somebody?
I said it's a green flag for me.
A green flag?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, I mean, you're telling me how you feel.
I'm not telling you how I feel.
But my partner is telling me how they feel.
So let me ask you this. What do you mean by expressing their feelings? Like how they feel about it?
I'm glad someone asked. Okay. So just constantly telling you how they're feeling all the time.
You know, like every day?
You or how they're, I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling angry.
How their day went.
Well, maybe about, no, that's different. Maybe about you, like, I love you so much, or you hurt my feelings, or, because there's a lot of people that share all that with you. You know, I think it's a green flag because I don't like, unfortunately for men, we have to guess a lot about what's going on in your head.
Right.
That's what I say.
But
green flag
women, a woman can cry to me and I won't judge her. But a man can cry to a woman and be like,
they get judged, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, women don't see men differently once they've cried in front of them. So sharing your feelings in that way, like losing your shit in front of somebody.
I think for me, that's a huge green flag.
Why?
Because it shows their vulnerability for me.
Because we're all vulnerable. There's no mistaking that.
But when you break down to that point in front of a woman, it means that you trust her enough to be vulnerable and let go.
Okay.
And that for me is
now, y'all say that.
It's happened to me before.
Okay. You're a very rare few, okay?
So we need like that.
Let me ask you something. Elsa behind the camera.
She's like, what?
Point at one of these. To you, would that, if a man cried in front of you, red flag, green flag?
No man's cried in front of me.
But if they did? Not asking whether they have or not. I'm asking whether if they did, would that be a red flag or green flag for you? Be very honest.
I would probably cry with him.
Okay.
So green flag?
Okay, so that's a green flag for you. I am probably, I tell my friends, whether guys, girls, or whatever, I love you, things like that. Y'all know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I've never cried in front of a woman. I haven't. Not because I don't trust them, just because I never have, right? So to me, but I have heard a lot of guys that say they were with women.
Right.
That said, you can share your feelings with me. And the second the waterworks start coming,
Like
they're like, I'm out. Yeah. And that has happened to many people.
Has, yeah.
Do the research. It happens a lot to a lot of people.
Does.
But you're saying it's a green flag for you.
Green flag for me.
Elsa says it's a green flag for her. Me, when a woman shares her feelings with me because I don't have to guess what the hell's going on, green flag. I don't like to be confused. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So listen, guys. We have had a lot of fun with you guys sharing our red flag, green flags. Yes. We really, 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 really missed you guys. We hope that this show has been, one, entertaining for you guys, and two, maybe a little empowering to where you guys can see how other people, maybe you're in your age group, think. Okay, maybe members of the opposite sex. Because we never know. Like, And if you don't have friends that you have this kind of conversation with, you don't know what you think sometimes, right?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that have very few friends, and they don't talk like this. They talk about football, they talk about makeup, they talk about
Even
different
at
things.
work.
Yeah, of course. But this is what we're trying to do here now. Make no mistake about it. We have fun doing it. We crack a lot of jokes. We're never going to be the el show del payaso, right? In English is the show of the clown.
Right.
We're not trying to reach that kind of demographic. We're not trying to reach that kind of crowd. So if you ask me, what is season 2 going to be like of the Wolfpack Show? It's going to be
a good
like
question.
this. It's going to be this. Here's what's to come. First of all, we're going to have a lot of nice musical talent. Savannah couldn't be here because she had a previous engagement. Sandra couldn't be here because she too had a previous engagement.
Yes.
But we missed
But
them,
we
and they'll
miss
be back.
them.
They'll be back for the next show. But we will have musical talent that's going to be interviewed on our show. We're going to talk business. We have a lot of business insight to share between the four of us.
Right.
We've all been business owners at one point. Some of us successful, some of us not successful, some of us a little bit of both. Right. We're going to talk about some local stuff. I don't like to get too much in the local stuff because we're trying to reach a national crowd. Right. We want to blow this up. Okay.
Right.
We're going to do that with your help, and Norma's going to talk to you guys a little bit about that later. But we are not going to be the guys that are going to be doing nothing but slapstick comedy all day long.
There's a purpose.
This is a show with a purpose. I love that, and the purpose is to empower, to make light of certain situations
Right.
at certain times, but to inform. And also, honestly, to entertain, right? If we
Right.
can do all that while entertaining you guys, that's great. It's going to help our numbers. It's going to help us with sponsors. It's going to help us, with the water, what's called water cooler chat at work, right? If you're happy with what you hear, by all means, share this with somebody. Tell somebody about it. If you're friends of ours out there and you're watching the show, please, as soon as this show is over, turn around, give us a like, share that with a friend of
Right.
yours, and maybe they'll share it with somebody else, because we really want to bring this message, even though we made light of some of the things, we want to bring it to those people out there that don't get to have this conversation with other people.
Yeah, because it does happen a lot where people don't have an outlet to discuss or hear that somebody else is going through the same thing.
Yeah.
What if they look at something or they hear something? Is it right? Is it wrong? So that's great that you said that, because we want to have a show with purpose and be able to reach out to you and let you all know that you guys can talk to us and you guys can reach out to us.
We want you to interact with us as well.
Right.
So, for the Wolfpack Show, season 2, episode 1, I'm Orlando Cardenas.
I'm Norma Luna.
Jonathan Reese.
We want to thank you guys because we know you guys could be doing anything else at this time.
Yes.
We want to thank you for tuning in. Don't miss episode 2 coming up. Thank you very much. And we want to thank Elsa behind the
Yes.
camera
Yes.
for her hard work. Putting on shows on like this
It's
is
not
not easy.
easy. It's
tough.
She is in charge of everything for us. So we want to thank you, Elsa, from the bottom of our heart.
She's a big green flag.
Yeah.
Yay.
So
Thank you.
Thank you on behalf of the Wolfpack Show. Have a good time.
Bye.
This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over.